Hello, my name is Kyle Tacia, and today I'll be presenting my capstone project, which is the efficacy of gratitude journaling on stress and life satisfaction. So we'll start with purpose. According to a review on the benefits of showing gratitude, Jans Birkins and his colleagues found out that there is a beneficial link between showing gratitude and social and emotional well-being. And for this study, I'm replicating a part of a study that was done with college students in Turkey to see if gratitude journaling improved their stress levels, college adjustment, life satisfaction, and positive affect. But for mine, I will just be focusing on stress levels and life satisfaction. Um, but with that study done in Turkey, results indicated that students in the experimental group had significantly higher rates of gratitude, lower stress levels, and higher rates of life satisfaction. So I was hoping by doing this experiment or intervention that the same benefit would be for my clients. And also, gratitude journaling is a super easy intervention to implement because all your client needs is a pen and a paper or their phone. So it's very accessible. So for my main purpose, it's to incorporate gratitude journaling into my client's daily routine in hopes of decreasing stress levels and increasing levels of their life satisfaction. And also I'll be collaborating with my target population to slowly change their negative patterns of thinking by focusing on redirecting their thoughts at the end of the day to become more positive and lighthearted. Unfortunately, due to coronavirus, most of my clients did not transfer to telehealth, so I was unable to do this project and actually implement the interventions. So today I will be basing my project on expected results if I were to actually implement this intervention. So my target population for this intervention would be used with any adult client that is willing to participate in it. They want to do gratitude journaling, they're going to buy into it, and also reports high levels of stress, which would be scores between 35 and 56 on the perceived stress scale, and low levels of life satisfaction, which is any score below 19 on the satisfaction with life scale. So to begin my intervention, once I have my clients ready and my target population identified, um, every client at the beginning of every session for 3 weeks will be rated on the perceived stress scale and satisfaction of life scale in order to evaluate the intervention's success or its limitations. So you can see on the right here is the perceived stress scale. This is a scale that has 14 questions, and the perceived stress scales items were designed to tap into the degree to which respondents found their lives to be unpredictable, uncontrollable, and overloading. And these three issues have been repeatedly found to be the central components of the experience of stress. And on this slide, you can see the satisfaction with life scale. So this is the other scale I'll be using. This one helps clients to weigh the domains of their life in their own terms and based upon their own values. Because life satisfaction is very subjective. It's different for every person. So most groups on this fall between 23 and 28, which is slightly satisfied to satisfied. So the higher the number on the scale, the more satisfied someone is with their life. So usually when we get to like 19 and below is when somebody's not satisfied with their life. And the final part of the intervention is the gratitude journaling itself. So I will provide each client with their own journal that has this prompt. To summarize, it basically just says write in as much detail as possible, something big or small that you feel grateful for, and just give as much detail as you can. And then during sessions with these clients, I will be talking about barriers with them, if anything's getting in the way from completing the journals, how to look for gratitude, things like that. So the process can continue for the full 3 weeks. So for my expected results, based upon the study that I replicated my study on, I would expect to see similar results as that one. So I would expect to see the levels of stress decrease and overall life satisfaction to increase. However, since this is only a 1-month intervention, I don't expect these levels to decrease or increase dramatically. However, if a client is committed and does the gratitude journaling every day, I would expect them to see their thought processes and stress levels decrease and life satisfaction to increase a little bit. However, as we know, stress levels and life satisfaction can be very dependent on things that are outside of our control sometimes. So maybe a huge test comes out of nowhere or a family member gets sick. That can really skew some of these results. So I really wish I could have done this study to see, how gratitude journaling can affect some of those more difficult life stressors that might come along. So lastly, I will do a discussion on the strengths and limitations of this intervention. So some strengths, gratitude journaling has been proven to be beneficial. People that engage in gratitude more often typically have better social and emotional well-being. This intervention is easy for clients to engage in with some coaching. All it requires is pen and paper, a phone, and your note app. And I believe after this becoming more of a habit that clients can recognize patterns starting to shift after engaging this gratitude journaling. It'll become easier for them to start thinking more positively and feeling less stressed. Some limitations that I could think of is some clients don't want homework. I've had many clients in my internship that you give them the resources and, ask them to do stuff, but some people just don't want to do that kind of thing, and that's okay, but it definitely doesn't work for everyone, so that could be a limitation. Also, stressors can enter your life randomly and can have a huge effect on the client's perceived stress and overall life satisfaction. Like I said before, a sickness or a breakup, things like that. That can really affect the scales here. And lastly, stress and life satisfaction are often subjective things, and they differ from person to person. So clients with stronger cognitive distortions may struggle with this intervention. I feel like it might be harder for them to see the bright side and show gratitude. And here are my references. Thank you guys for watching my presentation. I hope you have a good rest of your capstone and enjoy graduation. Thank you guys.